Like, comment, subscribe, and let's do this.
I saw this story down in Orange County, right? Down in Orange County, California. This guy gave helicopter tours for 30 years. 30 years without incident. Hands the business off to his son. The American dream. I built it up for 30 years. Here you go, son. Make the family and the family name proud. All right, Dad, I love you. Right? This poor kid, 5 days in. He's supposed to give a tour to a couple. Only the dude shows up. The kid thought it was weird, but he's like, I need the money. I got to give him a tour, right? So he takes this guy up. 10 minutes into the tour, the dude fucking jumped out.
What? Hell no!
5 days in.
Bro, what?
5 days in from the balloons.
5 days in.
Keep the family tree going. The tradition alive. 5 fucking days later, this kid, he probably barely had the speech down.
Imagine.
He's sitting there flying the helicopter. All right, if you look out the left side of the aircraft, that's Orange County. There's over 27 miles of beaches. Put your seatbelt back on. 27 miles of beaches. Was established as a county in 1903. Sir, please don't open the door, sir. What are you doing? No, don't! No! 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 What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hell no!
Oh my god! What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck! Air traffic control. I don't know who's on this frequency, but you really need some kind of fucking helicopter. 5 days in.
Hell no!
So I read further into the story. Turns out the guy who jumped.
I'm sorry for pausing, but hell no. Imagine 5 days in and you're already getting traumatized. That's insane. I don't know how I'd react to that. Probably the same way he reacted, bro. Because 5 days in, I'm not even ready. Like, my mind is not in this yet. And I get that at the beginning of your... Like, if you're not going to quit, that's something to remember. Like, you're going to remember that for the rest of your career when you're working the job. Like, I'm sure, like, if anyone asks you, like, what's one story you'll never remember from your job, like, that's the go-to. Because if that does not traumatize you, then I don't know, bro. Hell no. I'd quit the same day. I don't care that my father, like, built up that business for, like, however long he did. Did he say 30 years? If anything, I'd take time off. Because, what the hell?
So I read further into the story. Turns out the guy who jumped out, he was 61 years old, terminally ill.
Oh.
He was in pain every day. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with him, and he had had enough. At that point, that guy immediately became a hero.
That makes sense.
You know what I love about him? Not only did he make the decision, he didn't go out like some pussy, right? Handful of pills, watching a romantic comedy, wrapped in an Afghan that Nana made. Fuck that. Guy went out like a man. Take me up in a chopper. I'm looking at the land I love, and then I'm jumping out like a superhero. Loved it. Yeah. This guy.
Hey, bro, gotta respect
This guy should have
it.
been wearing a fucking cape. I can't imagine how elated he must have been on that helicopter ride up after finally, just taking back control of his life. Like, fuck you, disease. I decide. Ripping jeans out, gets a burger. Shotguns a beer, take me up in the chop. He probably had his fucking foot on the dashboard. He's not even listening to this guy giving the tour.
Yeah.
Over.
Why would you
27 miles of beach.
Bro.
Put your seatbelt back on. Established as a county in 1903. Sir, please don't try to open the door. No. Don't.
This is so good, bro.
But here's the thing. I left out one small thing. There is one small thing. The guy fucking lived.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, they were out over the ocean, 500 feet up. You'd think that would be enough, so I'm thinking he must have gone in like Greg Louganis, like no splash.
No.
But witnesses said it looked like a dummy was falling out of the air. So that sounds like a hell of an impact. I think he accidentally did the most epic 500-foot belly flop in the history of jumping out of a helicopter. You know? But that didn't change what he was trying to do.
Yeah, I
Where
mean,
his heart was, I still love this guy. I just feel bad for him. Just on the way down, he's got to be thinking, 3 more seconds of pain, 2 more seconds. Wham! Oh my God, this is worse!
bro.
This is way worse! It has a happy ending, though. He later died at the hospital.
At least, I mean, at least.
So
Hey,
here's to him. God bless him. I hope I have the balls someday.
what is this animation? Like, this is different from what I'm used to. More so that it's an animation from Bill Burr, but I really liked it, even though it's different. It brought in another element, but I think it stays true to like the emotion of the story itself. I tried to look for like the original stand-up, but I couldn't find it. So I ended up going with this, so I hope you guys don't mind that. I don't know which one like you would have preferred, but I went with this one. It was funny though. Imagine 5 days into your job and that happens. What would you do? Put that in the comments, because I'd like to know what you guys would do. I know either I'd quit or I'd take some days off. What do you do to be prepared for that? Like, I'm sure even his dad didn't like prepare him for that. That's not something you expect someone to book a whole flight and do that for. Holy crap, but he is brave though. I know I couldn't like do that. Doing something like that takes guts, bro. It takes balls. I know that people like saying it's like the coward's way out, all that, but not a lot of people can muster up the mental strength to do that. But anyway, if you want me to react to more Bill Burr, put the links to the specific video in the comments and I'll get to it. And on that note, thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next one.